This is Mal bringing you another fleet operations commentary. We've got an exciting 3v3 game for you today on Argus Conflict. This is an alliance game where everyone kind of random to their positions and has teamed up and whatnot. So we're gonna figure out who is where. Looks like in the top left we have Sanity Lost as the the Romulans, and his teammate today is going to be Enfrost. Enfrost is the Klingons. He's Takroja. He is doing his thing. So he's doing that, and he has another teammate that is Klingons, who's Martok. It's 23 down. So 23 down, Enfrost, and Sanity Lost on the top. Over here is the Borg, as optimized Borg. We have as the green, it is Dragonfire, as he is the only one who I didn't have marked. Yes, Dragonfire. Okay, he's gonna go there, and then we've got white, and that is Consumat, and he is Federation, and he's doing his thing. And over here we've got the Borg again for Zap. So we've got Borg on the bottom with the Fed, and let's see. Oh, he is Assimilate. Oh wow, so we've got all kinds of different avatars here for you today. This is a Risner avatar. So we've got Romulans, and so Majoral Romulans, Takroja Klingons, Martok Klingons versus Optimize and Assimilate, Borg, and Risner. Okay, now that we've got that figured out, we can see that Consumat is doing not actually, no, he's not doing Warp and Rush. I'm sorry. He's gonna go into what looks to be almost like Saber spam or a Canaveral start. He's doing one Saber, so he's probably gonna go, if he's Risner, he's gonna go into Canaverals and make Canaverals. I didn't see what mining he did first. It's really important to do Tritanium if he really is going for Canaverals. We're gonna check back later and see what's going on there. So over here we can see with the Borg, we can see stuff, and I can't see their collective connections. I don't know. I forget why. I think it's maybe the race I selected or something for the music. I decided to go with Klingon music today. I don't know. Anyway, here we've got KBQ spam, which would have been great with Intrepids, but we don't see those. So over here, Enfrost, what's he doing? I mean, he built this guy. That's gonna really drain him supply, but it's gonna give him a lot of resources. And Enfrost doing something a little different. He's just got the one resource node. I don't think that works the best, honestly. I don't know, maybe it does. Pretty sure it doesn't, because yeah, I don't know, we'll find out. I actually we'll check back with that. Because see here, you've got 600 dilithium. It's waiting for this to go, and so it's just I would say it's probably not as efficient. But that's his call, and maybe building the recycling center, that's something he decides to do to try to maybe save it a little bit of resources. Yeah, I don't know. He is expanding fast, so faster than normal. So he is going to get a fair amount of resources just by doing this. So we're not going to ding him too much on that. Okay, Consumat going for engineering. And he's got a couple sabers. Okay. I haven't really looked up in seeing what the top team is doing with the Romulans. Remember, Majoral Avatar. So we've got Riens and no phase plates. Yes, no phase plates. But we do have an assimilator from the Assimilate Avatar. That's actually going to be really good for the Borg right now, making a Sims. And we can see that it's a Sim because there is no titanium left on the board. So this is going to be a double assimilator beam with either a regen or the nanite factory module would be my guess. And so over here we've got Generexes queuing up because as Romulan C, we're going up against simulators. We don't want to take on assimilators with Riens. I think that's just probably not the best idea. We don't want that. We don't like that. Oh, torpedo! So two sim beams and a torpedo. Okay, that's fair. That's it's a good, strong, tactical kind of configuration. It gives you some firepower from your torpedo. But at the same time, you can suck the very soul of a starship and turn it into a mindless zombie for your use. So go Borg. And as expected, whenever you don't build anything from the field yard, we're looking at Fortress spam. And so that's happening. And Klingons doing their thing. Klingons over here doing the KBQ. And trying to see where everybody is at. Here is some KBQ here. And here's some miners here. And here is a little doodad here. Yes. Oh, here's the warp in. Here's the warp in. And of course the sabers have their special. That's good. Getting a few platforms up. All right. Here's an assimilator. Of course, being kind of tagged by that scout. One Generex and two Generex and two Riens. Not going to be quite what you want to face up against an assimilator that has 50 defense with a high regen and a decent forward weapon. You know, a decent torpedo weapon. And it's going to take a reduced damage against these Generexes too. So 16%. 9%. Sorry. So yeah. Here we've got the Borg. Now, one thing I want to point out, and this is a mistake I make a lot, is trying to suck the crew off of miners. Not the best idea. You want to save that beam for the ships that you're going to have to face. Although in this case, the Federation is supporting, and so that's never a bad thing. And of course, the Borg here decomming that station, denying the Romulans an expansion. Of course, the Romulans could just come over here if they wanted to, but that's a lot of wasted resources. They were able to get a lot of miners out of there. At the same time, they're looking at things and going, I don't want to mess with that. And I don't blame them. What I'd like to see is maybe the special being researched. He's got a lot of resources. He should, you know, when you're handed lemons, you need to make lemonade and pour everybody a big glass of it. Get the special before this and shut down a few weapons, whatnot. That way you could focus maybe on these starships here by shutting down the assimilator. That is my thought on it. And yeah, that's what needs to happen. Over here, though, got some harassment. Oh, harassment. We like that. And so do these sabers. These sabers are doing a very good job of holding off these 3 lone KBQs. Really what's going to happen is the Vorcha fleet is going to have to really be a backbone here. Because right now the top team is really taking it on the chin. Although I could be wrong about this. Here we go. The assimilator, and this is kind of a mistake on the bottom team's part, is the warpins moving away from the assimilator. Bad move. This is your friend. This is like a mini starbase, guys. And so, you know, just remember that mini starbase. Stay near the mini starbase. Look at the firepower. This guy has an offense of 45, and that's with just a beam, you know, an auto sim beam guy, you know, because he did the torpedo module. This guy, the warpins, you might have lost one warpin, but would have destroyed a lot of these ships, I think. Maybe suck the crew off of some re-ends, like he's doing with this second assimilator that I just didn't see until now. Look at that. Oh yeah, beam onto there, beam onto there. Thank you. Now you have a cloak scout. Congratulations. We like cloak scouts. Over here we've got Enfrost doing an okay job, but he is out of supply now. Basically, he's gonna. Oh, okay. He's fine. He's fine. Oh, doing a sensor platform. Doing a sensor platform over the feds here. Doing a good job with the assimilators. Really what needs to happen is it would really help to not make low crew units. Oh, but making a star yard over here, that's a good way to spend resources. But to be honest, I would have moved it over to one of these expansions or whatever, giving you a little bit more protection. But you know, sanity loss, not doing bad, and got the. Okay, I got the Klingons, and the platform's gonna go up. That's gonna be a sensor platform. Here we've got the feds. Oh, here's the Starfleet Command ready, but nothing going on here. This is gonna click and become a sensor platform, and this scout needs to get out of there. This scout needs to get out of there now. So I just heard a warp out sound. Oh, there's the sensor platform. Needs to get this guy out of there. We already know what's going to happen here, so I'm going to get back to the action up over here. Oh! Enfrost! Making all kinds of ships, and 23 down. Doing a great job. A really nice, strong Klingon build is the KBQ and the Vorcha, and they are gonna get this little guy. And this is an intercept relay dode. That's why it takes so long to take it out. Enfrost, of course, sacrificing it. You got an EM, regen. So looking to do a little regen with his scubes here. Got some assimilators not doing anything. Oh no. Good job by the Romulans taking this guy out. It's okay to take a little damage if you can take this guy out. Totally okay. So, top team, again, taking the lemons, making some lemonade, and serving it up to the bottom team, I would say. Bottom team taking losses of their own, so it's still very, very much anyone's game. All players are doing very well. Engines being lost on this guy. But one of the nice things about the Romulans is that they have a high system value. You can notice it's only going to be 2 to 3 minutes and this ship will have its engines back. I hear beams going up. Oh, sucking the crew out of this Vorcha. But the Vorcha is... Oh! It is going to become a... If they can beam... If the Borg can beam onto there like they should be doing... they could get this. I think the Vorcha is going to stay in Klingon hands, though, just barely. Oh, it's a Borg ship now, but now it's not. Oh, exciting. Those are some close calls, gang. Those are some close calls. Klingons taking back their Vorcha, saying, you cannot have this. Do not touch our Vorcha. But now, using the beaming here, if the Borg could have taken advantage of that, they could have taken out this shipyard. That would have been huge for them. But doing a good job of staying together, having some S-cubes, having some ships doing the thing. Yeah, and no help from his teammates. Although we do see Romulans coming up from Sanity Lost. He is going to try to help out, and he is going to definitely need to help 23 down. Or I'm sorry, this is Enfrost. My bad. This is Enfrost. 23 down is sending ships over though. So we'll see what happens there. The Feds, as you can see on the minimap here, they're heading up. So they might do some good there. We'll see what goes on, man. As we can see, Enfrost losing the yard here. So, and I kept calling him Enfrost. Of course, the Green Borg is Dragonfire. That's my fault. With these alliance games, it's always hard to remember who is who. But yeah, Dragonfire doing a really good job. He's got all his S-cubes designed for the long game. Regen S-cubes, which will have the regeneration ability. Not too bad at all. Here we've got 23 down going in. Now that they've got their fleet ready, they can pounce on this fleet. We'll see. They've got to really coordinate. Take the cubes down first, just because they're the easiest to take out, but they're also the fastest. So actually, doing a good job. It was maybe a bad call on the cubes. Yeah, take on the big slow thing that can't retreat. But I think at this point they're doing a good job of just taking out whatever they need to. They're gonna lose a few ships, but they're gonna take out this entire fleet, as you can see in the minimap. White Federation coming up to they were gonna attack. Now they're gonna try to help their teammates. This is what happens when you coordinate. The top team was having a bad time, but they coordinated their attack, and they're taking ships down left and right. The other thing too is that I would say that the bottom team maybe could have harassed a little bit more. They stayed in one spot for too long, near someone's base, and you do that too long, you're going to ask for trouble. Something bad is going to happen. Now they're not going to be able to get these assimilators out of the way, and of course it's easy from my perspective to make the call. So, but that's one of the things is because you can't when you're playing a game, you can't scout it everywhere. You don't know everything. You have to assume that help is going to come at some point. You definitely don't want to stay in an area too long. And here we go, Dragonfire being very smart, putting his scout cube way out in the boonies, where no one will think to look for it, so it can regenerate and regroup at some point. But this is a massive, massive, massive blow. The other thing too is the Federation kind of we didn't see it. We didn't see it doing anything, and that's also bad too. Is just sometimes you gotta commit. This is good times right here where you have these ships losing their shields to beaming. To be honest, well, I don't know. I think it would have been good. The Klingons might have been able to stay in there, taking out a few of these ships, but there's a lot of short-range vessels that would have not done a lot of damage to these Vorcha. But yeah, overall the top team did really, really well there. Over here we've got Dragonfire using his sphere. It's a 3-regen prime sphere. You can tell by the energy level of energy it has. 53 is the magic number for regen prime. He has not used it yet, his energy, but he did take out a yard, so good for him. And this is the example of go do an objective and do that objective and then get out. Don't get greedy. And so Dragonfire has shown himself to be an excellent player. That's what he's doing. And there was a method to his madness. Notice that now he's still got the one guy here, and I guess it doesn't really slow him down. He was smart. He got this this guy up early. Once you get a recycling center up and you get some supply stations up, the recycling center is about as good as a moon pair when you have both of them going. And notice that even with 3 supply stations, his 4 actually, his supply kind of goes up slowly. That's because he's at least got one of these guys on, if not 2. Looks like he's going for a cube though. Notice this. I can't see the collective connections, but he has plenty of resources. He needs about 7,000 dilithium. I'm not sure how good of a call that was, because it's cool to have the cube. It's cool to have the cube. He does have a lot of resources going. Maybe he can do it then. I see all these resources. He's been great at expanding, and so you have all these miners going. He's already getting it. I think his teammates are giving him maybe resources, possibly, but he effectively has 4 moon pairs going. So you can see just the insane amount of resources he has. I think he's definitely going for a cube. There's no question about that. And now he has all the resources he needs to do one. So now the only question is, when is he going to build it, and where? And I haven't seen that yet. Over here. Oh man. You know, to be honest, I don't know. We'll see. He's got the Federation, and the Borg have the Federation, but they're just taking a lot of losses from these guys here. Oh, firing on the wrong thing. Gotta fire on these Generexes. They're expensive. Don't fire on the Riens. Let an auto target do that there. But oh, the Borg have their own little ship here. That's funny. But now the bottom team really coming back from this. They're again, now they're the ones coordinating. We're gonna see if they stay in one spot, or if they actually try to move away before any fleets start attacking. That's kind of the name of the game in team play, is you want to make sure that you're able to piecemeal your opponents, and that your opponents are not able to piecemeal you. So when you're harassing, make sure you don't lose any ships. When you are going in to attack someone's base, take a buddy, and don't stay too long near their base. It's much better for them to come and crush themselves against your defenses, your defending yards and whatnot. Here we've got the Federation. The Federation now has 2 forces, split forces, and being chased by the Klingons by 23 down. And here's the cube. Haha, I called it. I saw the green over here, and I know there's a cube, and there's the cube, and there's the sphere. All right, we're gonna check out and see what goes on there. And as we can see, the resources went down here. He's got just tons of resources. Dragonfire does. He's doing a great job of making use of optimized Borg, because once you can get those supplies to pay for themselves, the recycling center to pay for itself, you're gonna be able to produce a lot. Let's see, trying to get a gauge of this. The Federation leaving, that's not good for his teammates. I think if the Federation stays in, they got a good shot of just putting a dent. I think the goal now is just to make a big dent. Maybe. No, I'm lying. They need to save these ships and wait for the cube. And once they have the cube, rally behind the cube and win. So that's what's gonna happen, hopefully. Yeah. Yep, if they do that, they win. I want to see if he's got the... He does. He's putting it up. And as soon as that goes up, we'll be seeing nanites, we'll be seeing devastating attack. Yeah, all kinds of fun. Now what the feds need to do here is they need to really protect, I would say help protect maybe these assimilators. Yeah, it's still a long ways away. Really getting hammered here, the Borg is. And if anything, this Fed fleet could have just scared. Sometimes you can scare your opponent and go, you know what, I'm going to fight. And then your opponent goes, oh, well, I don't want to fight. I don't want to do that. But in this case, with everyone retreating, it's free kills. Again, you want to piecemeal your opponent, and the top team recognizes this. 23 down, also very, very good player. He recognizes this. He smells blood, and he is doing what he can to take this out. Fed's finally coming back with 2 ships. It's not going to be enough, though. And then the Klingons and the Romulans can just click out. So, and losing some supply. And losing some more supply. Oh, maybe getting that one out. And honestly, oh, there's the cube. Boom, there's the cube. This is not going to go well for the Klingons now. This is a full tack cube. Is it? I'll see in a minute. We've got tactical armor, we've got the Borg microtech, we've got torpedo compensation, times 3. That looks to be a full tack cube. Man, they really took some losses though. The top team did. The bottom team, I would say firmly in the driver's seat. We didn't see a whole lot from Dragon. Well, we saw the cubes and things like that. He did a lot of harassment. Oh, this is done. He needs to research nanites. I think once it's that, he's just got so much firepower now. I want to go and see what's going on here. Oh, we've got Vorchas. Vorchas are cool, gang, but they are not very efficient. They're really good against the short-range ships that you might encounter. Here's nanites. Here is nanites. But back what I was saying, Vorcha are just kind of slow, especially on a large map like this. They may have wanted to consider some faster ships, especially with a... I believe this is Martok. Yeah, this is Martok. So... this is going to be hard to beat, because now what's going to happen, like I was mentioning before, the Feds are just going to hang up here with the Borg cube and assimilate. They're sending some resources over. They're going to have some things going on. Again, the blue team, which is Zap, taking it on the chin, taking one for the team, but he bought time for Dragonfire to get his cube up. And he's not doing too bad. He's got a pyramid. He's got some ships. Sometimes you got to be the guy who takes it on the chin a little bit. Those assimilators were slow. Lost a lot from that. But again, tack cube. And if they haven't seen it yet, they do see it now. There's a tack cube. Here's some Romulans. And they're doing the exact same thing the Klingons were. They're like, oh, no, I don't want to mess with that. I'm gonna go back to my base. But they're doing the same thing. See, notice Enfrost coming back over this way. Now he's coming back to go help his teammate. Man, that's gonna be hard. This combined fleet of Romulans and Klingons might have been able to take the Fed fleet. They're not gonna be able to take. They're not gonna be able to take a cube with nanites, which is now researched, and partial adaptation going up. So we're gonna have 10% increased damage on a cube and a sphere. And I'm looking for the diamond that he is going to build. Where's the diamond? There's that. He's got enough money for another cube, except he's just waiting on the supply. Because remember, he's got all that stuff. He's probably, yeah, he's shutting down this guy, the recycling center, I think. Trying to get more supply. Once he gets around, I don't know, I think it's like 254, he can do another attack cube. Something like that. So, here we go. We've got the Fed fleet, we've got the Borg fleet, combined Borg fleets, and it's just going to destroy everything in its path. And these kill chips are going to get in the path of the nanites. Just, oh, not quite, but they don't know what to do. They're like, what do we do? Here is a good example of a fleet that is well coordinated now, and they're rallying behind this cube. And a cube is not the end-all be-all, but it's a nice, like, flagship for a fleet. You know, we talk about the Enterprise being a flagship. This is a flagship, and you can kind of rally your troops behind it, and you got the protection of the nanites with your fleet. Really what needs to happen is, what they need to do, I would say, is do some base trading. Do not fight this. Do not take this on. The top team right now is not well coordinated. They lost a lot of ships in some of these ensuing battles, and they keep doing Vorchas. Although, to be fair, Enfrost does have a lot of ships, but man, the nanites is just going to kill him. It's just causing all kinds of havoc. Walking right into the nanites. Not going to be good, and that's the end of Enfrost's fleet. He's not going to be able to cloak out like he would want to. He's not going to be able to get out. They're not even going to be able to take on this guy because it's a regen pyramid, so it's just tanking for them right now. So they're hitting a big thing that you can't, it's going to be hard to destroy. All the while, Cube is destroying everything. Cube is naniting everything. Federation fleet is doing a great job too. They've got a large force. And again, here we've got Zap with his pyramid, did a great job of tanking for his troops. So sometimes you don't have, it's not the one with the most ships, it's just what you do with them. And man, Enfrost losing a lot of ships. He did get more out than I expected. Oh, some of those are, one of those is 23 downs. But the cube is just they're gonna come around and just kind of peel the layers out from under Romulan's base. And Romulans have a lot of resources. So maybe it would have been cool maybe to see a little bit more tech up. And I think at this point, if you're not using your resources, then you need to give it to someone in a team game. I don't know if they have that option open. I don't remember. Sometimes people forget, but man, that would really help, especially against a board player who has effectively 4 moon pairs. And another cube, and it's done. Yep. That's gonna hurt. So you're gonna have to, you know, again, here's the pyramid already regenerating, getting its power back. So nanites just destroying everything, just causing way too much confusion for those poor fleets here. Dragonfire not Dragonfire, Enfrost doing what he can with Vorchas, but they're just, here's one kind of with his back. Oh, that's 23s. I think right now it's just the other thing is this is a little bit demoralizing. I mean, you got this cube, you've got this huge fleet, nanites. What do you do? And so here we've got a resource problem. Enfrost saying good game. And, oh wow, he's got, you know, I didn't really notice this, but just scout, there's a lot of scouts out here too. That's a lot of scouts. But yeah, so good game by all. And so yeah, I think that's it. And this is Mal signing off, and I will see you next time.